comes a time in life where you just have to give up. And today, I am giving up. But what for? Just 18 hours ago, Silas YouTube 7014 has said you should rebuild Hoffenheim. It's been 2 years. Day 117. And that man ain't lying. I actually have his track record. It just goes on and on. So what do you do when your community constantly asks for something? You give it to them. Hoffenheim is 14th in the Bundesliga with 12 points. And today, I am going to be making them the best team in world football. Silas, you're getting what you wanted. As we speak, RB Leipzig is the most hated team in Germany. No doubt about it, people hate the fact that Red Bull has come in, pumped a bunch of money into the club, and they became such giants in Germany already, competing at the top of the league table most of the time recently. But before that, everyone hated Hoffenheim. And you might be looking at this team and thinking, why? Why would anyone hate this team? This team also has a 125-year history behind them. So you'd think this is a traditional club. Well, at one point, Hoffenheim was also taken over by someone who loved to spend tons of money on them. Back in the day, they brought in huge players like Bobby Firmino, Carlos Eduardo, Dembaba, and many others to take this team to that next level and even compete for trophies. So now we are looking at this Hoffenheim team and seeing a couple of familiar names, of course. Kramaric, 33 years old. Hoffenheim, when you think of it in Germany, you think Kramaric instantly. This guy is dangerous for defenses. Then you also have Hlojek, who now joined them from Bayer Leverkusen. Along with that, you have Stach, who in my opinion is one of the best midfielders in Germany, and I cannot wait to see what happens with him next. You have Tom Bischoff, who is an exceptional talent, an amazing set-piece taker, and you also have another huge talent in Tohumju. So you can see this team is a nice mix of talents and also experienced players like Kramaric, but right now, obviously, things are not necessarily going well. So let's take a look at the current standings of this team. In the round 2 of the German Cup, it seems like they have actually managed to beat Nürnberg, which is a solid win for them. And in the next round, they are up against Wolfsburg. That will be a tough one. But in the Bundesliga as we speak, they are 14th with a -7 goal difference and just 12 points. Below them, you have teams like St. Pauli, Heidenheim, Holstein Kiel, and Bochum, teams that you would expect to be down there competing against relegation. But Hoffenheim, historically recently, has not been down here many times. You would normally think of Hoffenheim as a team that is kind of like in between 10th to 6th position, sometimes even higher, but we need to go ahead and change things. Take them back up there. Normally, I like to bring in a couple of these academy players and bring them through in the club, but it seems like Hoffenheim don't really have anyone this time, so we will have to look into the transfer market, which we first have to get to in January, since we're in November right now. Actually, before we do anything, I'm gonna go ahead and change the formation. I'm gonna be running a 3-5-2 formation because I feel like I can get a lot more out of the team with that right now. I don't necessarily like our fullbacks, so going back into the squad, you'll see that Pras takes over the left midfield position. Bischoff obviously is going to be a backup to Kramaric. Kramaric goes up in his rating as a center attacking mid. Berisha now goes into the starting 11, who actually previously at his other team did an incredible job. So that's quite a good partnership up top with those two. Kadajabek could be playing down that right-hand side, but I think it's going to end up being Bülter for me. And Stach will be playing as a CDM. He can basically play anywhere. It really doesn't matter. He is such an all-rounder. But yeah, that's going to be the back line for now. It's time for a cleanup. And we're looking at Gendry, Bebu, Kadajabek, Larsen, and Soki, Becker, Mörstedt, and also Tom Bischoff being loaned out. And with that, our budget right now is coming together at 64 million euros. I can definitely cause some damage with that. But let's take a look at this. In the Europa League, which Hoffenheim had qualified for, they're currently 21st, my friends. So these upcoming 2 games, I don't know what's going to happen, but it's not looking good. The -7 goal difference that Hoffenheim had needs to change. And with that, we need to bring in new defenders. Per Schurz, former Ajax player, now currently Torino, and many clubs want to sign him still. He is now joining us at Hoffenheim. I need someone to take this defense up a level, and I've basically spent half of my budget on bringing Schurz into our team. He is Dutch. Dutch people mostly do understand German as well. So coming in with the 79 rating, he'll feel very nice in that defense. For me, he's going to come in for Hranats here. I don't know who that is actually, but he's going to be a decent backup or compete with the other two. But Schuurs comes in at the age of 25, 6'3" tall. Obviously, when you come through Ajax, you're a defender that actually has really good passing play as well. Comes in with the block play style, which could be useful. And again, if any of these players, I believe, grow past the 90 rating, they get a playstyle plus. So someone like Schuurs could be getting block plus if he ends up getting there, which is not guaranteed. And in comes the next defender. We are bringing in Quaresma. What a name. What a player, honestly. Quaresma was so good. That outside of the boot, the Trivela, he basically invented that, or at least he made it all about himself. That was his thing, and this guy somehow turned out to be a defender with that name. Sporting, obviously, Ruben Amorim's squad from the past. He is struggling, isn't he? Well, we have brought him in with a 77 rating right now, which is really nice to see. And as I'm talking about Amorim, he has just lost the last game as well. Let me know how you guys feel about it. They just got rid of Ashworth, the man that is basically sitting on top of the dealings of Manchester United in the transfer market and all that. And apparently he didn't get along with him and they had different ideas. It's just, yeah, pure chaos right now at United still. When you thought the new manager bounce would be coming in. Let me know your thoughts on United in the comments down below. But Quaresma comes in at the age of 22, 6 foot tall, not the tallest. Anticipate and slide tackle. If he gets anticipate plus, that's going to be huge. I think I had that once with Koundé. Bro, that playstyle is so good. My friends, that next guy walking into the club is a big one. And don't you mind my manager's outfit. He's a bit eccentric, but this is a CDM. And his name is Oscar Dorley. And if I'm not mistaken, this used to be a guy that people always bought and converted into like a fullback, and his rating would jump up massively. Please remind me if I'm correct or not. He comes in at an excellent price and a 79 rating. Again, another defensive signing. We need to change that defense in order to survive in the Bundesliga and thrive. And right now, we also have Kabak coming back from injury, which is really nice to see. Geiger, who is quite a talented player actually, is going to drop down here. Dorley comes in, left-footed, 26 years old at this stage. Tiki-taka, anticipate, technical, Trivela. It does not sound like a CDM at all, apart from the anticipate. But this guy has some amazing stats, as you guys can see right there. I'm very excited that he has now been welcomed into this team, and I hope the season goes well, because that's my last transfer for now. So we took over this team in 14th, and it finishes in the top 10. Hoffenheim finishes in the 9th position with 49 points, which for me is an amazing result. Honestly, there is nothing I can complain about right there. Proud of it. But let's go ahead. Actually, one last thing, lads. We made it to the German Cup final. Yes, Augsburg and Hoffenheim. Somehow, these two teams are matching up in the German Cup final. We have beaten Darmstadt. They have beaten Leverkusen. We have beaten Stuttgart. Augsburg got past Freiburg. And somewhere along the way, Leverkusen had beaten Bayern Munich. Well, let's see. Can I win a trophy in my first season? Silas, my man with the comments, this is for you. Let's see if I can get this. Come on now, Hoffenheim. It's been 2 years since I rebuilt you. Look at the team, by the way. Glojek Berisha, 79. We're looking at Dorley on an 80. Defense has grown. Why is Schuurs unhappy? The game probably didn't play him. Let's see. It's a 3-2 win. But somehow my team scored a lot more than 3 goals. Why does this keep happening? We have won 3-2. At the end of the day, it's a trophy. Don't care about the glitches here. So first season in, one of the best looking trophies in world football. In my opinion, I'll still say it. The German trophies are the best looking ones. Yep, there I said it. Now let me see the stats of this epic turnaround this season. Kramaric, 22 and 10. 33 years old. Will be 34 as we go into the next season. We definitely have to find someone that can be the next Kramaric. And I already have one specific Croatian talent in mind who could be doing what he is doing. Berisha 16 and 4, Glojek 15 and 3, Bülter from right midfield, plenty of goals. Stach as a CDM 3 and 5. Tohumju has not been loaned out, he stuck around 3 and 3. Well, Guys, let's go into the next season, see if I can keep building up on this amazing momentum. And here is the big moment in season 2. Lads, Kramaric is leaving. He's 34. He's only going to go down. He actually started going down already, but we have let him go. Finally, Kramaric gets the experience. Premier League football in Newcastle. Granat has left. Bülter, Baumann, yes, are high rated, but old goalkeeper has left. Grilic, Akpoguma are gone as well. Tabakovic is gone, and Lens on top of it, leaving us with a budget to play with. 87 million euros. Well, that's a decent amount. Let's get to work. I've decided to go for a goalkeeper from Chelsea, Jorgensen. They have like what feels like 6 goalkeepers anyways, and this guy gets a bit of playtime here and there, and he has been getting good performances lately, but the inconsistency is killing him. He wants to go somewhere else, and he wants to join a squad that can go ahead and become great, and that is what we are after. Chelsea, by the way, they are looking very good right now in the Premier League. I gotta say, I'm more impressed by them than I am with Arsenal because they're getting goals outside of set pieces. And that's not meant to be like a dig or anything, but Arsenal are incredible at these set pieces. Gotta give it to him. But Jorgensen comes in to replace Baumann, first of all. That's the big signing that we have to make. We are forced into this one. And he takes over with an 80 rating. 6'4", 23 years old, far throw playstyle, which probably will turn out to be a playstyle plus by the end of this. And now I need to bring in a center attacking mid and a right midfielder into this team with the 60 million that are left. Kramaric, I think you'll be happy with this one. Baturina from Dinamo Zagreb is joining us. A Croatian center attacking midfielder, a huge talent who I've seen play a couple of times already for Zagreb, but haven't watched him in the past year, I must admit. He comes into our team, 36 million. A lot more money than I wanted to spend. And that means I need to sell some players to bring in a right midfielder, but the price rating is an A. What's his rating? 80. Okay, I thought he was lower rated. He starts off at a 76. So in the first season, he has already gone up to that 80 rating. Now, he goes straight into the starting 11, obviously, taking over that position of Kramaric. Yes, we do have Tohumju and Bischoff, but for now, Baturina takes over that spot. 22 years old, pace 80, shooting 74, passing 80, dribbling 84, and on top of it, finesse shot, incisive pass, technical, flair, first touch. This guy could be an absolute monster for Hoffenheim. We have brought in someone that could lead us to titles. I have just signed one of the best talents in Germany. This is Paul Wanner, an exceptional talent. Loaned from Bayern Munich down into the 2nd division last season and now into the Heidenheim squad. This guy is showcasing his incredible skills already in the Bundesliga, and he had to be part of this team. Coming in at a 74. Okay. That means a lot. Now, he is an attacking midfielder. Don't get me wrong. I am fully aware of that. But Baturina takes over the cam position, and Wanner comes in as a right midfielder. Left-footed, 6'1", decent amount of pace, can play in that right midfield position. And with that, the decision has been made. That is my transfer window done. The boys have done an incredible job this season. Hoffenheim in the semi-finals of Europa League football. Lost 6-2 on aggregate against Lens. And Atletico Madrid beat them 4-1. So basically, Atleti would have probably beat us with 10 goals. But I'm very proud that the team made it that far. Now, in the German Cup, we didn't achieve anything. In the Bundesliga, however, wow, things changed. Hoffenheim made it into the top 4, which is incredible. And by the way, Bundesliga does have 5 positions for Champions League football, so I'm really surprised that they don't have that in the game right now. 61 points for Hoffenheim. Amazing season for us. 13 on the goal difference, which isn't an insane number. And the negative numbers already start in the 8th position, by the way, so that's a bit nuts to me. A lot of teams seem to get dominated by the top teams, and yeah, it is what it is. Is it Leipzig at the top? It is Leipzig at the top. Oh, well. The first most hated team after the second most hated team. That's going to be a fun battle. Berisha, Tlojek, 80 plus rated. Baturina, first season 82. Wanner, right midfield, 77. Dolly has gone up really nicely. Pras up to a 79 defensively. Schürz is much happier now. And Jorgensen up to an 83. making up a much stronger defense for ourselves. But there is such a long way to go. I know for a fact that a bunch of these guys won't be in the starting 11 in a couple of seasons. So let's check out the stats. Who has done outstandingly well? Mergim Berisha, 28 years old, 30 goals, 3 assists. Hlojek comes in with 21 and 5, still only 23 years old. Definitely someone that could be here until the end. And then Baturina with the 15 and 8, Vanna with the 7 and 14. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed for that as a first season for both of these players. So things aren't going according to plan, but still have so much to fight for. I have just brought in Daniel Felipe Ruiz and sadly skipped past the presentation, but this, my friends, is a talent I've never used and it excites me. It's a South American joining us, 79 rated, left midfielder, same rating as Pras. And why did I sign him? Because Pras is not growing anymore. It says on his development plans that he won't be growing, so I thought, let's bring in someone that still has a bit of gas left in his tank. My God. Anyways, Ruiz joins us with a 79 rating, 24 years old at this stage. Technical. He is Colombian, if I'm not mistaken. 5'7" tall. Skill moves 4, and that allows us to put that man Pras onto the bench. He's a very good all-rounder that can play in many, many positions. So I'm actually very happy to bring him into this team as a substitute. Tohumju, Yardımcı, all these guys are decent backups, but Ruiz is now going to be a starter. And I gotta say it, I would like to upgrade Ozan Kabak and turn him into a backup. So let's see who we can sign. I just thought to myself, we signed one player from Sporting, so why not just go ahead and sign another player from Porto? This is Otavio, the Brazilian centre-back that is playing for Porto right now, and we just signed him for 17 million. I believe that's going to be an A rating. Yes, that was extremely cheap. I said 17, they wanted 17.1 or something like that, and he comes in at a rating of 78, which again is not higher than Kabak, but we are bringing in the future of our defense right now with Otavio. A lot of competition in many positions. It's something that I normally don't necessarily do. Normally, I like to bring in massive upgrades, but for now, Kabak, you can remain in the starting 11 for as long as you can hold off Otavio. So good luck with that. Let's see if we can pull this off. And is Bischoff back already? No, not yet. Where's Bischoff? He's on a 76 rating now. That's going to be an amazing backup to our main man, Baturina. I like that a lot. This season has ended, and I gotta tell you, it's not looking good. Hoffenheim dropped to 10th. Guys, we're out of European football. 46 points right there in the Champions League. I don't even know what the hell happened. We finished 10th, which is great. In the playoffs, we beat Atletico Madrid somehow. Didn't they win a trophy earlier on? And then in a round of 16, we lost against AC Milan. A team that made it to the round of 16 in Champions League football has somehow ended up in the 10th position in the Bundesliga. Something is completely off right now, and we need to attack it as we go into the next season. I feel like we just need a clearer structure within the starting 11. Now, Berisha only up to an 82. He's 29 years old. I am ready to move him on. I'm hoping that you guys are okay with that. Hlojek with the 85, Baturina as well, Vanna 81 rated, Ruiz 80 rated right there. He has taken over the position on the left midfield. Doli and Stach looking solid. Doli specifically looks incredible. Defensively, Otavio has overtaken Kabak. Quaresma has gone up to an 81. Schür's up to an 85, same as Jorgensen, but I clearly do need to do better, and this next transfer window could be the most important one so far. Statistically, Hlojek finally is the top scorer, so I won't feel bad about putting Berisha onto the transfer market, trying to cash in on him, and hopefully bringing in someone alongside Hlojek that can truly go ahead and score and do that for many years to come. So lads, this next decision I'm about to make might be the most important. It seems like Wolves, out of all teams, has picked up an incredible striker, and I was just thinking, what the hell are you doing over there, buddy? This is Samu Omorodion, former Atletico Madrid, current FC Porto, incredible striker joining us. And for whatever reason, I keep buying players from the Portuguese league, but that's fine. It's an amazing league. Berisha plus 35 million. Price rating could be bad. Oh, it's actually a B. I'm happy with that. What's his rating? 84. All right. we have a big guy now. 6'2" Hlojek, 6'4" Samu. He's an even bigger guy than the one we have already, and he is just one rating below him, and I truly believe he's gonna be incredible for us. Now, looking at the rest of the team, I could make other improvements in defense, but I'm actually gonna be investing my money into the scouting, and not the scouting, the coaching, to get the ratings higher of these players and even do that a bit faster. So lads, I'm gonna trust in you, Samu. I think you're gonna make the difference. Was Samu the right choice? Well, you go ahead and judge for yourself. Hoffenheim has finished in the second position, 11 points behind Leverkusen right there. But that sees us finish above teams like Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund and Leipzig as well. Leverkusen, the only team ahead of us. And that tells me it was the right decision to bring him in. So let's see how the squad is looking in this season. I need growth. And Samu has gone up to an 87. Hlojek 88, Baturina 88. So we now have an outstanding front three, supported by talents that are growing. Vanna 83, Ruiz 83. Dolly up to an 86, Stach up to an 84 as well. Quaresma, Schurz, and Otavio looking solid. Otavio lacking a little bit, but hopefully he can catch up to the rest of the team. Jurgensen up to an 87. And some of the players on the bench are obviously quite impressive as well. Even in the reserves, we do have some top players there, with Bischoff coming in and Kabak as well. Very happy with the looks of this Hoffenheim team, and we just need to keep going. In all the other competitions, we didn't win anything, especially the German Cup, because we didn't qualify for any European competitions from the 10th position. Hlojek 19-7, Samu 15-3. I'm not necessarily seeing any outstanding numbers here, but we have finished quite high up the league, and that's good. So we will keep this moving and utilize the next season's transfer budget. For 60 million, I'm addressing an issue within this team that needs to be addressed. We have two CDMs who are approaching 30 years old, and we need someone to come in as a backup or even compete for that position. And this is King Arthur Vermeeren. He joins us from Atletico for 60, and I'm hoping his rating is around 84, 85, something like that. It's an 84. Perfect. Because that means we now have a very, very good backup to the CDMs, which we didn't have until now. He comes in with that rating, obviously, and block and anticipate, and still lots of room to grow. So Stach and Dorley, go ahead and do better. Stach, he's actually on your rating. Be careful. He could take your spot. I'm incredibly proud to be able to say that Hoffenheim has made it to a Champions League finale after beating the likes of Leverkusen. Quarterfinals, getting past Leipzig right there. Round of 16, it was Chelsea. But I'm not going to play it. I am not satisfied. Because as we go into the German Cup final, we have lost against Leverkusen. When we go into the Bundesliga, we are only in the 3rd position. This is unacceptable. I want to win at least the German title to go ahead and play that Champions League finale and earn the right to do so. So here it goes. This is our team. 89 rated Samu, 91 rated Hlojek, Baturina 91, Vanna up to an 87. Yeah, this team is ready. Stach up to an 87 as well. I want this team to go ahead and just win everything ideally. At least 2 trophies. And we do win 4-2 on penalties. We have won the Champions League trophy, but I'm not satisfied because you people have been asking for this for a long time. Many people have been supporting the main man, leaving his comments, so I want to do it right. 1 Champions League trophy? Not enough. Let's make it 2. Just look how bad that looks. Only 1 trophy. Ugh. So let's take a look at the stats. 27-5 from Hlojek. Ruiz comes in with 20 and 9, insane amounts of growth this season. Baturina 19 and 12, Samu 18 and 6, Vanna 12 and 16. And with that being said, lads, I want more, as I said. Now the time has come. Hoffenheim in first, 87 points, Bundesliga champions, ahead of Wolfsburg, which really surprises me. In the German Cup, we have won against Düsseldorf, which again surprises me. What the hell are they doing in this German Cup finale? We got past Wolfsburg in the semi-finals there. And of course, it has to happen. Back-to-back Champions League winners. Can we do this? We're up against Manchester City to pull off this feat, and I really hope we can do that against a very, very strong team. Talking about strong teams, my friends, look at my team. 91 rated Samu, 92 rated Hlojek, no play styles. Wow, that's a disgrace. Samu has the aerial plus. Maybe we can get some crosses on top of his head. Baturina now, 93 rated, first touch plus. Vana, 90 rated, finesse shot plus. I love the fact that EA has actually implemented it into the game now. It is an update that might have gone under the radar a little bit. Ruiz, technical plus. Thorley, not 90 rated, but this man has plenty of playstyles anyways. And Stach has survived until the end, and he's the captain of this squad, and I love that. And then we have Quaresma, Schurz, and Otavio all on a 90. Jorgensen, 91 rated. And some okay-ish and decent backup players, specifically Femirin with the 88 is outstanding. So, lads, the moment has come to check the stats and jump into the game against Manchester City. We have 23-3. 22-7, 19-5, 15-11, and then 14-12 from the most attacking players in our team. And City, who do you have in your lineup? It will possibly be Doku, Haaland, Savinho, Perrone, Bernardo Silva, Rodrigo. Defensively, Balde playing as a right back, that would surprise me, but I don't necessarily see anyone on the bench that scares me either. So that might actually be their starting 11. And off we go, lads. I am wondering who's going to be my superstar going into this. Is it going to be Paul Vanna, the superstar of Heidenheim and Bayern Munich? Or is it going to be Dorley, for example? Or maybe Samu with his first run? Not quite yet. Actually, maybe yes. Oh, wow. Powers his way through. Love it. High press. They're making mistakes. Samu takes it onto his left. Smacks it. Samu Morodion, Porto's top striker, scores for Hoffenheim now. Still wearing the blue and white and still scoring. Please put in a tackle, I beg. Thank you, Dorley. Finally, someone steps in. 82 minutes in, and that's a terrible pass for me. I'm struggling to get a hold of the ball right now, but luckily we do have strong defenders. We're always there for at least that last interception. He's completely open. 1-1. Right when I praise my defense, Doku scores and equalizes with 5 minutes to go. Nah, bro. 90 minutes. Oh, that could have been us losing. We're through into extra time, and we are lucky to do so. Klojek is injured. Yardımcı has to come on. Baturina is tired. Bischoff comes on. Vanna is slow as hell. Pras comes on right now. Vanna is a right mid. Not ideal. Pras looking for Yardımcı. His name, by the way, in Turkish means he's the helping one, and he might help us to win this game. Ruiz sending Samu on a run. Samu is open. Come on, Samu. Come on, Samu. Go on, son. Hit it. Yes. Ruiz with the assist. Samu has once again done it. The stadium erupts as Hoffenheim might be winning back-to-back Champions League trophies. Samu just bossing Rodri. I love it. Oh, they are on the floor now. Samu sprinting. Help me, Pras. Help me. Thank you. Pras. Lovely. Back into Samu again. He's doing his own thing. Into Yardımcı. Go on, help me win this Champions League final. The Turkish backup striker has done it. Go on then, City. I'll give you one more shot. I won't do anything. Haaland can't score. And with that, we have won the Champions League. Celebrations are underway in the city. This team has managed to win the treble, German Cup, German Bundesliga title, and also the Champions League. Lads, Hoffenheim has finally been rebuilt after what feels like a year of persistency from one of you guys in the comments down below. As always, if you are one of those people, don't worry. I'm keeping track of you, and I see if you're lying or not. So, Hoffenheim, you've done it. And Silas, you have done it. Take care, guys, and peace.